Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game from the chess history from 1931, and we have Karel Opocensky with the white pieces against Karel Hromadka. So Opocensky was 4 times chess champion of Czechoslovakia, and he was the first Czechoslovak professional chess player, and his opponent was the 2 times chess champion of Czechoslovakia, a strong chess player. So let's see what happened in this chess game from 1931. Opocensky starts the game with d4, f5, the Dutch defense, and we have the Staunton Gambit accepted. Knight to c3, knight to f6, bishop to g5, knight to c6, and then bishop to b5. d5 question mark. a6, a better way to handle this position. Bishop takes knight, and then b takes on c6 should have been considered, and black is doing okay. But after d5, can you see how white can play in this position? Okay, knocking the knight off, knocking the defender off of h5, and then forking the king and the pawn. So bishop to b4 and queen to c4 question mark. Simply queen takes on e4. Well, actually this move was not a very good move because of king to f7, and then the rook is coming, and if castling then bishop takes knight. So it is creating some problems in the white's camp. But simply bishop takes knight was better basically in this position. So that's check, but we see queen to c4. So threatening to take the knight and then capturing the bishop. But then bishop takes on c3, capturing the bishop, b takes on c3. Why not queen takes and preserving the pawn structure, then queen to d5. So basically white is also defending on d5. Bishop to d7, knight to e2, a6, and then capturing the knight. Bishop takes on c6, check, and we are simplifying this chess game. King to d2, moving the king up the board, and then b5, h4, king to d6, knight to f4, rook over, king to e3, rook up, a4, rook over. Well, if capturing the pawn, it is going to open the b file, and then c4, pushing the pawn and squeezing is also white's idea. So we have rook over and then d5, sacrificing a pawn. But after accepting the pawn sacrifice, black has a very annoying pin. So this is a very annoying pin. But if bishop to b7, then capturing the pawn and then rook up, this is very good for white, and because of the d pawn, black can't defend with pushing c6. So, but after bishop takes on d5, pawn takes, and then we see this very annoying pin attacking. So this is the only defense, and then rook up. So I'm pinning, but can you see the threat in this position? Let's play a random move. Let's say h6. What would you do in this position? It is white to move and win. Okay, rook takes bishop, the pawn is pinned, and black can safely resign. This is all over. But king to e5 is unpinning the bishop, but unfortunately this is walking into the lion's den, a very risky move for black, and it was a blunder actually, believe it or not. In this position, black should have admit his problem and walk back. But white still seems better in this position. Rook takes on d5 and black's position is collapsing, but maybe black has a fighting chance in this position. But after king to e5, this was a very risky move. This is just walking into the lion's den. It is white to move, and white played a very strong move. g4, controlling king's escape square on f5. Rook to e8, defending on e6. So let's play a random move. What would you do in this position? It is white to move and to checkmate the king actually. First move, rook takes bishop, only move. This is very forcing, and then rook to e6 is checkmate, or knight takes on g6 is going to be checkmate. So g4 is cutting the king's escape route and defending with the rook against rook takes bishop and then rook check, checkmate idea. But actually in here, white has forced checkmate. Can you guess the next move for white? What would you do in this position? It is white to move and to checkmate in 2 moves. In 3 moves, actually. Okay, rook takes bishop. Still, white has this idea. Rook takes on d5. This is the only move. And there is checkmate in 2 moves. So can you guess the next move for white? Why did white sacrifice the exchange? Can you see the idea? Knight to d3. That's check. And this is the only move. And white is checkmating the black king with a pawn. With a pawn move. f4. Checkmate. And also the rook cuts the 6th rank king's only escape, and we see beautiful teamwork of the king, the rook and the pawn. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.